Clash in Paris takes place this Sunday in Nanterre, France. I hope I pronounced that right. Probably not. Excuse my French. But that's the official city that's hosting the venue, which Clash in Paris will take place on this Sunday. That's what it's listed as, Nanterre, if I pronounce that right, France, where the Clash in Paris show will take place at the Paris La Défense Arena. Now, I really do like the artwork that's inspired by Vincent Van Gogh. He had a particular painting called The Starry Night, which is the inspiration for the poster of Clash in Paris, which features Roman Reigns. He was a 19th century painter. He was also of Dutch origin, not French origin, and it really represents the European aesthetic. And I really like that they're actually doing something different this time, because all their fucking PLE posters are all the same. You look at them, you can just scroll through them. It looks like it's the same. They're always dark now. And I like that we have something that's completely different, and it gives the show an identity. I don't know if we're getting a set, probably not, but at least this poster, at least, this artwork, it's giving, and also the graphics for the matches, it's giving the show a particularly identity, and it's unique to a particular location, which I like. And even if it's a Dutch painter, not necessarily a French painter, I do like the aesthetic to where it's taking place. One thing that annoys me, though, why can't this just be called Clash at the Castle? I really like the Clash at the Castle name. This would be their third Clash at the Castle show. There's plenty of castles in France. It can only take place in the British Isles. I mean, is that the rule for Clash at the Castle? The first one was Wales. The second one was Scotland. I mean, maybe in England the next one will take place, or Ireland. I don't know. Why can't it just be France? There's a million castles all over Europe, and France has a whole bunch of castles. Why can't it just be Clash at the Castle Paris? That's a better name than Clash in Paris. It doesn't really work. It's a play on last year's PLE, which was called Bash in Berlin. They did the Clash at the Castle early in the year, so that was a separate show. They haven't done Clash at the Castle yet this year, so when they did Bash in Berlin, it fit. Clash in Paris doesn't sound right. I don't like the name. It should just be called Clash at the Castle Paris. That's what they do with all their PLEs, to tell you the city that's taking place. Anyway, got that out of the way. So the crowd, I'm sure, is going to be crazy. The last year's crowd in Lyon, France for Backlash was the loudest crowd of the year by a large margin. They were insane. They were nuts. They went bonkers for every single thing. They were very loud. The thing people complained about when I did as well was I felt like they were more into themselves than the actual show. And, they really wanted to sing, and they sang for every wrestler, and they were very loud for practically every match. They reacted to everything. And I'm sure we're going to get this more this year, because this is actually Paris. Last time was Lyon, so it's going to be even louder this time. And we have a card, and I think they should start off with this match, because I think you're just going to see such a loud crowd. It's going to be one of the loudest reactions of the entire year, probably the loudest, which is going to be John Cena against Logan Paul. I'm looking forward to this, to see the reaction. I'm sure they'll, however you say F you Logan in French, they're going to chant that. They're going to cuss at him in French. They're going to say every single bad thing you can ever say to Logan Paul. You're going to see a modern French Revolution against Logan Paul. That's how I think it's going to be here. They are going to hate this guy, and they're going to love John Cena. It's going to be so much fun watching this match. I just hope for the first 5 minutes they just let them chant, and Logan reacts, getting mad, Cena trolling him. I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. The match itself will probably be good, because I just saw John Cena have a fantastic match with Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. This obviously isn't going to be as good, won't be as long, but Cena showed he can still go. I think that was an important match for him, probably one of his best matches, and that match, probably since the AJ Styles matches, was his best performance. So, who wins? I think John Cena wins. They could have Drew McIntyre interfere. I don't think so. I could see something where they have Drew interfere and Cody runs out to make the save. I wouldn't do that. I'd just keep Cody off until he returns. I would just have John Cena beat Logan Paul 1, 2, 3. Then he moves on to Brock Lesnar, which you'll face him at the WrestlePalooza show in Indianapolis in September. Next, we go to Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed, the Tribal Chief versus the Tribal Thief. they've been building this up for a while. Yeah, I don't really care much about the Shula Fala, Bronson Reed. My expectations here are very low. I'm sure Roman Reigns will probably be the second most over person on the show, only behind John Cena. They'll hate Bronson Reed, but not like Logan Paul. Fans will be loud for Roman. There will be chants. Roman Reigns beats him, and I think after it, he beats Bronson Reed. It'll be similar to when he beat Solo Sikoa on the Raw debut on Netflix. He takes the Ula Fala. This time, he'll take back his sneakers. So he's going to beat Bronson Reed and take back his sneakers, like he took back the Ula Fala from Solo Sikoa this year on the first Raw of the year on the debut on Netflix. I think that's what we'll get, something similar here. Roman Reigns defeats Bronson Reed. Next, we get a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. Sheamus takes on Rusev. Should be fun. Should be an entertaining match. I'm interested to see what they do, what they pull out. I think we'll get the bar weapons. We'll see that kind of stuff. It'll be that kind of the split. It'll be like a pub in France. That's like the theme of what the match is going to be. And they'll fight with weapons like that. It'll be entertaining. You might get some, maybe not beer bottles, but in France, like wine. So I can see like wineries, like a wine barrel maybe will get used. I think Rusev has to win here. I don't think Sheamus can win. Rusev needs this. I think Rusev losing here just kills him. He needs this win. It's desperate for him. And I think he's going to get it. I think Rusev defeats Sheamus here. Next, we go to the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch defends her title against Nikki Bella. So I'm not really looking forward to this at all. Very low expectations here. Becky had her matches on PLEs this year. She had two really good matches with Lyra Valkyria. Then the SummerSlam match, the most overbooked match of the year, overbooked to hell. I was not a fan of that. So I'm really not looking forward to her match at Nikki. Nikki is very limited. I have very low expectations for this. Again, because it's this crowd, they'll be loud. I'm not sure who they're going to cheer for. They might like Becky. You know, it is a European wrestler. They might like Becky here. I don't know. But they might also like Nikki and hate Becky. And I'm sure Becky will say stuff about France on like the SmackDown show before the show to get them pissed off at her. So, I mean, she got Ireland to boo her, so she can get France to boo her too. Becky's beating Nikki Bella. There's not much to it. Becky's retaining the bout here. Next, we go to the World Heavyweight Championship, which will be defended in a Fatal 4-Way match. I think the most predictable match on the whole show. You have Seth Rollins defending his title against CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. Fatal 4-Way. Yeah, I mean, the faces are going to go after each other. They're going to turn on each other. CM Punk's probably going to feud with LA Knight, and Jey Uso's going to fight with CM Punk and LA Knight, and then Seth Rollins picks up the bones and wins. Seth Rollins is winning this match here. Unfortunately, I'm no fan of his. I think he sucks. I hate his gimmick. I hate the Vision. I think they suck. I'm bored to death of them. I don't like them. I'm sick of Paul Heyman and Bronson Reed and Bronson Breakker and Seth Rollins and this whole gimmick. I'm sick of them taking over Raw. I'm so tired of the Vision. Has so much fatigue with. Maybe I just have storyline. Maybe I have stable fatigue or something. I don't know. But I have a lot of fatigue watching them. A lot of Rollins fatigue. I'm no fan of Rollins. But I think he will, unfortunately, retain his title. And he'll go past Clash in Paris as still the World Heavyweight Champion. And I think that's how the show ends. I think that'll be the Fatal 4-Way main event. That'll be the last match. And Rollins unfortunately retained. So, who gets pinned? I don't think Punk's getting pinned. No way. I don't think Jey Uso's getting pinned. I was going to make a joke about his dad, but he's going through a lot of shit right now if you know what's going on. I don't want to mention it here, but I think you guys can figure it out. So I'll leave Big Quiche alone right now. I think we all know who's getting pinned. Yeah. LA Knight's getting pinned here. Yeah. And Rollins will win. I don't know where LA Knight goes from here. Maybe he feuds with Punk. I don't know where his future is here, but yeah, Seth Rollins is retaining, and I'm sure the crowd this Sunday is going to be great. They'll be electric. They'll make the show a lot better than it actually is, but the card itself, to me, just doesn't pop off the screen. Nothing really impresses me. I just think they're relying on having a great crowd, and they'll just put on what they're going to put on and let them carry the show. The fans carry the show. So we'll see what happens. I thought Backlash last year in Lyon was a good show, so we'll see what they do for Clash in Paris on Sunday. And I was going to say something in French. Bonjour. That's all I really know. Yeah, hopefully we got a good show this Sunday in France.